There's a point you reach in life, somewhere past the 50-year mark, where the noise of the world starts to fade. It's not that you can't hear it anymore. It's that you choose what to listen to. The loud, chaotic parties, the need to be seen in the right places. It all becomes less important. What rises in its place is a different kind of desire. A longing for connection that's genuine, for culture that enriches, and for a quiet that isn't empty but full of peace. For me, that search led me here, to the Dominican Republic. A place I thought I knew, but was about to discover all over again, on my own terms. I came here not just for a vacation, but for a reset. As a gay man who has navigated decades of change, I find myself seeking spaces where I don't have to perform or pretend. My journey began in Punta Cana, a name often synonymous with sprawling resorts and an endless party. But I was looking for its quieter, more refined counterpart. I found it at the Terrace Turquesa hotel. From the moment I arrived, the ethos was clear. This was luxury without spectacle. There were no grand pronouncements, no overwhelming crowds. Instead, there was a sense of calm efficiency, a quiet service that anticipated needs before they were spoken. The grounds themselves were a testament to this philosophy. Manicured, yes, but not sterile. Walkways meandered through lush tropical gardens, leading to secluded pools, and, most importantly, a private stretch of shore. Here, the waves were the loudest sound. The sand was soft and white, the palm trees offered natural shade, and the attendants provided towels and drinks with an unobtrusive attentiveness that felt like a true luxury. My room was a sanctuary. Space, privacy, and impeccable, understated service. From the tranquil shores of Punta Cana, I traveled inward, back in time to the vibrant heart of the nation's history. Santo Domingo. My home here was the boutique Hotel Palacio, nestled in the soul of the Zona Colonial. Not just a hotel, a portal. The building whispered stories of centuries past. The bustling energy of the city faded, replaced by the cool, quiet ambiance of its inner courtyard. The location was everything, a living museum where every street held a piece of the New World's origin story. My exploration was slow, walkable, on my own schedule. I could step out for a morning coffee and find a lane trod upon for 500 years. Inside, past and present met in graceful dialogue. Modern comfort with historical character. Each afternoon, I returned to its cool embrace, a quiet space to reflect. It facilitated a deeper, more intimate connection with Santo Domingo, allowing contemplative days where history and comfort met in quiet harmony. The Zona Colonial is a living monument. Explorers, pirates, governors, monks, stories humming beneath your feet. Not a sanitized exhibit, but a vibrant neighborhood where life continues amidst the ruins and restorations. For those seeking a path that nourishes mind and soul, these cobblestones offer it. While I cherish solitude, a part of my journey was also about finding connection. Not frenetic, but genuine. In Santo Domingo, I found it at the Island Life Hostel, a gentle, inclusive, relaxed scene curated for thoughtful travelers. Quiet interaction came naturally. Hammocks, morning coffees, companionable silence. A community of solos, couples, small groups. Mellow, respectful, welcoming, regardless of age. For a solo traveler like me, it was a soft landing. Easy conversation when you wanted it, solitude when you didn't. Casa Sanchez Boutique Hotel immediately announced itself as a welcoming haven for the LGBTQ+ community, stylish and contemporary, yet rooted in its historic setting. Its rooftop was a world away, a small pool, lounge chairs, complete tranquility, an urban oasis for wellness and quiet contemplation. Explicitly LGBTQ+ friendly, it offered psychological comfort, the luxury of ease. A balance of social and private spaces. Connect with like-minded travelers or enjoy solitude in style. Urban, chic, and unequivocally welcoming. Above the fray, the city's roar becomes a twinkling panorama. These rooftops became a ritual. Sunset drinks, deep breaths, a quiet corner above it all. A signature piece that let the day's discoveries sink in. A day trip took me to a dreamscape, a Mediterranean village perched above a tropical river. Altos de Chavón, a meticulous recreation of a 16th-century village, celebrates craft and beauty. Art schools, workshops, a palpable energy of creation in the air. Attention to detail creates a cohesive, convincing world. Its 5,000-seat Roman-style amphitheater is humbling, a personal coliseum in the afternoon quiet. Vistas over river and countryside alone were worth the trip, a reminder of the power of human creativity. In the center of the Zona Colonial stands the Catedral Primada de America, a realm of profound quiet and deep history. Light through stained glass casts color on worn stone floors. The silence holds 500 years of prayers, hopes, sorrows. I sat and let the stillness envelop me, a rare, uninterrupted peace, a sanctuary of calm amidst the colonial streets, a direct connection to the past, an anchor in the heart of the city, reminding me to look within. Some discoveries aren't found by moving faster, but by becoming still. History you can touch, perspective you can feel. The city holds both, vibrant life and a hush of history, each deepening the other. There is a certain luxury in things made slowly, with skill and intention. In a small shop, I learned the filler, the binder, the wrapper, and the care each demands. Botany, chemistry, history, respect for the land and the process. Focus, patience, a gentle touch, an active meditation as the outside world faded. The real luxury was slowing down, meeting artisans, appreciating their mastery. As evening descended, Esadeku was calm, sophisticated, and designed for real conversation. Locals, travelers, artists, professionals, gay and straight, mingling with easy grace. No thumping music. You could actually hear the person you were talking to. A pair of local architects struck up a conversation. It flowed easily, without pretense. When the environment is safe, respectful, genuinely social, connection feels simple. I also wanted the celebratory side of queer culture. I found it at Fogu nightclub, not just a bar, a production, art and joy of queer expression, a true cross-section of the community, no age segregation, no being out of place. Phenomenal, polished, professional, performances of charisma, dance, comedy, glamour, more than entertainment, artistry and resilience, joy and pride, unapologetic and safe, a beautiful counterpoint to my quieter moments, both essential to the whole. In this journey, I didn't have to choose between reflective silence and vibrant celebration. A good journey is as much about preparation and awareness as it is about spontaneous discovery. Traveling as a man over 50 and as a gay man requires intention, comfort, safety, community. First, timing is everything. For cooler, drier weather, November through April is ideal. It makes long walks and poolside afternoons far more comfortable. Next, be intentional about where you stay. Seek established LGBTQ+ friendly hotels. Casa Sanchez, Terrace Turquesa. It's not about a flag, but trained staff, accepting guests, prioritized comfort. Balance exploration with caution and community. Stick to well-lit populated areas. Actively seek out community spaces. Esadeku, Fogu. That's how you connect with the city's real life. Looking back, this trip answered a question I hadn't fully articulated, a way to travel that aligns with who I am now. Not the person I was at 25 or 45, but the man I am today. Luxury and quiet, in culture, in comfort. Connection on my own terms, in spaces that feel safe and authentic. Here, I didn't have to choose between beach and culture, safety and social connection. I could have it all, curated into a journey that felt uniquely my own. This is travel with intention, where safety, culture, and quiet luxury meet. It's about experiences that recharge your spirit and respect the person you've become. It's about finding those rare places where you can simply be. For me, that place was here. The Dominican Republic is waiting.